Hello there guys, Francis Gray here, and today I've got a new bust custom to show you all. This is the character Thomas De Carnellion, featured in the hit Ubisoft game Assassinscreed Unity. If you don't recognise this assassin, it's totally understandable. Basically, this assassin was a French master assassin in the medieval times. He's modelled very closely on Altair, the first assassin from the first game. He's basically known as the black version of Altair. He's kind of just mentioned a little bit in Unity. He's not the main assassin in the game. Basically, the game starts where you're playing as a Templar, protecting someone or something, and there's an assassin hunting you. Well, basically, this is that assassin. And then later in the main game, when you solve all the Nostradamus puzzles, you get all the keys, and then you go to like a special area that's like underground, and then you unlock this costume to wear. So Arno can go around wearing this like classic, iconic, costume from way back when. So what I decided to make one of these. So what I did was I took the bronzed edition of the Altair statue from Ubisoft Collectibles. Basically, Ubisoft are making what they call the Legacy Collection, and they're all matching like style busts of all the main assassins from the main games. So far, I believe they've only brought out three or four, but they do like bronzed editions of some of them busts. So I believe they've done like a Assassin's Creed 2 normal, and then Assassin's Creed 2 bronze, and then they've done a Assassin's Creed 1, coloured and bronzed version. So basically, it was just a bronzed Altair bust. So what I did was the main differences between Thomas and Altair. There's two main differences, or three main differences, should I say. The main one is the belt area on the near the sash. Basically, with Altair, there's just 4 throwing knives, but with Thomas, they decided to get rid of them, and then they put all these like extra straps and buckles and all these extra like little stud parts. So basically, that I just made that out of Abe's epoxy modelling clay. With the odd little tiny bit, like that ring was just off of like a little piece of plastic that I found. It was like a little plastic wheel, and I just cut the spokes out, sanded it down, and then basically like stuck it on there with super glue, and then like sculpted like the connection over it so it stays on there. The belt is more or less sculpted. And these little dots there, I got them from like a seamstress shop. They've got like little self-adhesive actually. They've got like little sticky parts in the back, and then you just basically peel them off and then stick them on. And then once they're on, I go over with a little dab of super glue. And then they're on there nice and solid, and then you just paint them up. The other main differences between Altair and Thomas is he's got like these extra parts down here that are quilted. Without Altair, they're just normal cloth, but with Thomas, they're quilted. So you can't really see that on the bust, but I did paint the lines to mimic that. And this part here, with Altair, it's just like a triangle with like a pattern on it, but with Thomas, they decided to take that away and then basically make the Assassin's Creed logo. Which, me personally, I much prefer that. I think that looks a lot more badass than just like a triangle. So yeah, so I just basically sculpted that with Super Sculpt D, grinded the other one off, Super Sculpt D and a few little like plastic parts that I had lying around. And the rest of it is just normal, what you get with a bust. So what I started by grey priming it all. After all the parts was sculpted and the clay had hardened, I grey primed it all, and then just built up the colour piece by piece, and and then just basically finished it off with a coat of matte varnish to protect it. Because the problem with some of these like busts and stuff like that, if you don't protect the paintwork, when you go to like pick it up, because you pick it up from the arms or whatever, or the top of the head or whatever, the acid in your fingers eats away at the paint, and then you start seeing like it's like chipping off and not chipping off, sorry, rubbing off, and you start to like see these like really visible lines and marks. So yeah, so it's always a good idea to go around with some like matte varnish or gloss varnish if you want it to be shiny, to protect the paintwork. So yeah, so that's more or less to it. Really fun, simple rebuild and repaint. Really enjoyed working on this. I love the character of Thomas. I would love to have seen like a DLC expansion in Unity on him, or even his own game. Actually, I think I would backtrack to his own game. So if you're watching this, Ubisoft, get on that. So yeah, so nothing else to say, but I hope you like this, and please click the like button if you do, and share on Facebook and Twitter, guys, because it helps new people find my page, which is my channel, which I'm always appreciative of. And nothing else to say but thank you for watching, and see you next time. Thank you very much, and goodbye.